So inside of this resource group, we just deployed Azure SQL. Okay. So this deployment is normally we'll go and use for the GUI method. Okay. Azure SQL databases. Right. Yesterday till here I know we discussed. Okay. Now what exactly I'm going to focus. Okay. So again I'm going to redeploy. Okay. And then we'll explore it, all the options. Okay. So how we can able to deploy is what are the process that we are going to use? That is in a different approach we are going to follow now. Okay. So we are going to cover some kind of DevOps related thing as well. Okay. DevOps we have multiple options, but some SQL related stuff. So how much we are going to extend we are going to cover that also we are going to do. Okay. So deployment aspect. Now see, this is already existing database one. Okay, so which is already got deleted. Okay, so now I'll go and navigate to this database stuff. Okay, so before going to deploy this one, I want to show something related to uh, um, deployment by using of the PowerShell. Okay, so what I did is I downloaded the one code here. Okay, so here is my downloaded code. This is, JSON template related. Okay. One is parameter file, other one is a template file. Okay. So I just taken this file and move my local server. Okay. Here is my local server. Okay. So the workstation server here, if you could able to see, this is my local instance. Okay, I have my own management studio I have installed and the data studio. You guys is pretty much aware, right? So what is the data studio SSMS and all? Data studio is an advanced level of SSMS. Okay, so that pretty much we are going to use the access. Okay, now coming to this deployment. Okay, so coming to this deployment, there is a some code. Okay, so how to get the code I will tell you again. Okay, so there is a code here. Okay, and this code I just copied and pasted it in my local C drive. Okay, so here is the C drive. Just I copied and pasted here, nothing here. Okay, so these two are the JSON file, the JSON template files. Okay, so in this JSON template file, normally what it is going to show you, the simple way of your environment, like whatever we are going to deploy. Okay, so let me show this. Okay. See here, okay, so this is a parameter file. So server CP agent name is there, and you can see this one. And the template file is the name that whatever we are going to give. Okay, so this is the code. Don't worry. Okay, this code how we can get. You no need to write the code and all. Okay, how it is going to get simply when you are going to deploy. Let's say create database server. Okay, so when you click on this create a database server, it is going to navigating. Okay, so this I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Okay, so how we are going to avail, which is recently Microsoft has given to free of cost. Okay, now this is a subscription. Okay, if you don't have, we discussed about the subscription and the resource group as well. Okay, subscription is your entity of building container, and resource group is your pool of resources. Okay, so this is your entry point subscription. Okay, so if you are in a enterprise level working in the project, you will get multiple projects here. Okay, normally in you are in a project. Okay, you will get some production resource sorry production subscription, development subscription, and DevOps related. You will get multiple subscription under the one single tenant. You will get multiple subscription. Okay, you just make sure in which subscription you are going to deploy. Let's say the request is came to you and deploy the server non-prod and one, so you have to choose that non-prod subscription only. Okay, so again this resource group, it is a pool of resources. It is a building content. So as I said, to create of this resource group, typically what exactly we are going to use, the naming convention will follow. Okay, there is a location. Okay, so if it is in production we will use, and if you are going to use for this one SQL, you can SQL. If it is an app services, you could go on app services. Okay, likewise. DB and resource group and numeric one. Typically, we'll follow this, standard high level. Okay, sometimes they're going to use some, project specification. Okay, let's say if your project is something related, um, Flipkart. Okay, so something okay. So you can use that in a project, but normally we'll follow this one. Okay, so this is a high level standard. It's based upon client approval of naming convention that where we are going to follow. Okay, so again, okay, so the database name that we can able to utilize the same kind of approach. Okay, this is the production. Okay, so ASQL. Okay, so DB1 or whatever you want to use, you can utilize. Okay, and logical server name also. Okay, if it is in drop down list, you can avail that. If you don't have, you can create a new one. AZ. Okay, so sorry, PRD. Okay, AZ SQL SRV and 00. So this is normal we will follow. Okay, so and the location what we discussed, we have around 60 regions and nearly 140 regions we have. Sorry, 60 regions, 140 data center across the world. And I'm just using the SQL authentication only at this moment. Okay, so going forward, we are going to use all this one. So provide your, um, login name and a password. Okay, so this is standard process only, nothing complicate here. Okay, so once everything inputs are given, okay, so you can good to go and do this thing. Okay, so I'm not going to do explaining all these things. We'll discuss once after this done. Okay, so what I want to show here. Okay, so tags and all review. See, here you can able to see that, right? So template automation information. Okay. Instead of doing this, GUI method, you will get the template automation. Okay. See, if I'm going to download, okay, see, which is going to give the download option, you will get that, your, download folder. Okay. Template folder here. Okay. That I just copied and uh, paste it in this location where I did this. Okay, I just pasted this location. That is the same as template related stuff. Okay, you'll have an uh, JSON template parameter file, and template file. Template file, whatever you are going to give the inputs, that it is going to show you. See here, let's say this is a different template, right? You will get some name information, the authentication information. See here, I have one server name CP agent SQL 0 2024. Okay, and here is the default name. And if you can go and see the down. Okay, what is the gen c general purpose, and the collision settings and all. Okay, so you don't need to write anything here. Okay, so simple, what you need to do, just uh, provide take the template file and keep it your location where you want to go and deploy it. Okay, so this is all the code. So this code related, you don't need to bother about. Okay, so now, okay, so there is a one error you'll get. Okay, okay, let's see where exactly the password it is going to show. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do now. Okay, so all right, so what I did, okay, so I just pasted this location. Okay, boss, and then I just opened the folder, complete folder I just opened here. Okay, So whatever this folder is there, I just open, and which is going to show something like this. Okay, I'm just canceling this one. Okay, so once upload has done, you can go and see this terminal part. There is a new terminal it will come. Okay, so once it is the terminal has done, what you need to do,
So what is this tool name? Like SSMS, is it a tool? Whatever we have opening now. I missed
no,
exactly.
yeah. This is actually, Visual Studio Code. Okay, normally this is comes under the scope of DevOps, buddy. Okay, so for the development people, they are going to use. Okay, so if you deploy this database server, our database guys is going to connect and do the creation and deployment. And just I'm going to click on this one, which is going to create the database. This is the GUI method. Okay, this is,
Oh,
you can follow the step by step. It is easy to going to do, but the real time what it is going to happen. Okay, so every time you are not going to do this kind of task. Okay,
okay.
so you will get, limited access. Basically, database level you will get, since you are in an admin, you will get in a complete access. But this deployment all these days, right? So there is, infra team or some, DevOps team is going to taken care. Okay, so the request it will come, guys. You just need to build your deployment of the database, deployment of the VM, deployment of the storage, something like you'll get, a request, but the infra people going to do, but those guys also going to not going to do in the GA method mostly. Okay, see the process of deploying here. Okay, in the production you are not going to do. Okay, see one, what it is going to happen, first you will go and do the deployment of POC bus. Okay, and then non-prod. Okay, then production. So in the POC, since you are doing some, R&D, you will get a chance to deploy by GUI. Okay. So likewise, whatever we did just before, you will get. Once this is done, okay, once this is done, you may not get, scope of deploying by using of GUI. Okay. You may use for DevOps. Okay. Or else Terraform. Okay. And YAML for ML code. Okay. Or PowerShell. Don't worry, we are not going to do any of code related stuff here. Okay, it is in a simple burger they played, and you will going to use that. You will deploy it. Okay, nothing to worry. Okay, so just we are going to use the existing codes only. Nobody is not going to develop the codes. Development team is different. Just try to understand the flow of, real time the cloud deployments, how it is going to happen in a production. Completely it is go and DevOps only 90%. Okay, there is an exceptional case you will get a chance to deploy GUI method. Okay, if you have the, privileges like, um, administrator, kind of global administrator, access, then only you're going to do all this, deployments and all. Okay, so now what we did is we did something related by using of the GUI. Okay, this is very pretty easy, straightforward, nothing you can do. But when you go for this, non-prod environment, same thing. Okay, so POs in the sense, what exactly, buddy? You are going to deploy, you are going to test the application, you are going to work with the entire end-to-end functionality. So if it is properly working, then only you'll go for the non-pan environment you are going to build. Okay, not only database here. Okay, not only database here. So once after this done, you are going to deploy the application here. Okay, you are going to deploy some network related stuff. Okay, so you are going to deploy something related to VM. Okay, all the service under the scope of the resource group only. I'm just talking about only the database, but the fact is when you are in a project, okay, so all these things is going to happen. Okay, so you should know at least what is what. Okay, there is a monitoring concept, it is going to happen. All the resources all together in the POC has done similar kind of setup. You no need to do manually. So doing of GUI method manually, it is going to take 5 to 6 hours. When you go for this approach, okay, deploying of the PowerShell, Terraform, and DevOps, it is matter of, okay, it is a matter of just 5 to 10 minutes. So why they are going to waste of time? Okay, hey, you need to develop the code and deploy this one into this, DevOps or PowerShell or Terraform. So that's what initially they will go GUI method. Later part you have to go and do this one only. Okay, this is the fact that we are going to do, but we just least bothered about the rest of the VMs or monitoring or networking and all. They're good, but as a database administration guy, you do have to know this, database deployment also, right? So there is a lot of dependency as well. Okay, so tomorrow class we are going to discuss about the rest of the dependencies while you are going to deploy the Azure SQL storage, networking. Okay, so security, monitoring, and also we are going to discuss upcoming classes. Okay, let's move forward now. Okay, so hope you are following, right, what I'm exactly doing. So now if you can see, okay, if you can see, I did in a GUI method. Okay, there is in a database. I can able to connect from either my data studio, or else I'll connect my from my management studio. So does this think that it is difficulty to you? Okay, so it is very easy to deploy and taking up the connection string and the connectivity. Okay, nothing is there. What you did is simple thing is, you just did providing of your name and a credential. Other than that, nothing you did, right? So since it is comes under the managed services scope, you are not going to do anything. Just give your name and the password only. Okay, so I'm going to give the password here. Okay, so just before what you given, see, which is not going to connect because of yeah, so because of the firewall. Okay, just go to the firewall set. Okay, simple, you can give this selected one. Okay, and provide your public IP. See this, add your client public IP. So if you are going to click and do your your public, your host public IP, my public IP address. Okay, what is my public IP? See here, which is going to showing just next, 49 37 154 223. Okay, and the same thing, I want to show by default how it is going to show. Okay, so it is automatically pop. See here, 49 37 154 223 is the same, right? Different. Yeah, 154 223 one, right? So yes, one would. So either the ways you can able to do, you can add this one, or else you can give the add firewall. Let's say your public IP, if I'm going to add, you can able to connect. Okay, so um, um, system one. Okay, so let's say my public IP is related to this, right? So just take the copy of this public IP and paste it here. Okay, Add. So if I want to add your public IP also, I can able to add. Okay, but normally in a real time, what it is going to happen? Okay, so add public IP role they're going to define. Okay, so your team is related to 5 members. Okay, so these 5 members, okay, so DB admin team. Okay, so they are going to define one IPs of your systems. Okay, it will be between 10.0.0.15 to, okay, you guys is 5 members, right? 10.0.0.20. Okay, so 15 16 17 18 19 20 people they can able to connect. Rest of the peoples is not going to connect. Okay, so here I'm specifically is going to give my system IP. That's what I'm given starting and AP. Okay, let's say you want to connect complete universal. Okay, okay, so connect. This name is up to you. We can give 0.0.0.0, and you can give 0.0.0.0. Okay, so just okay. So you can connect yourself also. Okay, so if I'm going to give this name, if you can try your end by using of the management studio, you will able to connect, buddy. Okay, so I just saved this one. I just saved this one. The deployment is has done. Now we'll go on to try to connect. See, this is all is regular process only, so anywhere you can get. So now I can able to connect here. Even if I am going to give you from your laptop system also, you can easily to connect. Okay, so try to connect and provide from your local system. Okay, so this is the instance name, user id sql admin. Okay, SQL authentication use, password is password 2024. Okay, so this is, you can try your end if you are in a laptop. Okay, now this entire process what we did is, okay, so the connectivity deployment is a normal GUI method. Okay, but as I said, we have a code, right? We have a code here. Okay, this code I'm going to use by using of this Visual Studio Code to deploy the PowerShell pattern. Okay, so what I did this one, I just open this thing by using of this Visual Studio Code install. Once after the installation is done, to navigate the folder, and then which is going to give you this path of information. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so if I'm going to take this folder, okay, so let me take it this folder name. Okay, I am taking this folder. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, go to the terminal again. Okay, so new terminal. Okay, so all right, so we are going to use this commands now. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so I have this entire code with me. Okay, JSON template and parameter template both with me. Okay, so you need to log in aged login. It is going to prompt a login from your uh, portal actually. Okay, so which is going to pop up, and whatever the portal that you are going to utilize, you can use that one. Okay, so just take this prompt, and which is going to navigate, which is going to show you this once after this has done. Okay, so it is going to show you, boss, Azure Cloud, your tenant ID, and the ID information, and tenant ID information here, the mail that you're going to use, user type is this. Okay, so if you can go and see this information of tenant ID and all, go and see this subscription. And okay, so well, it is going to show entire information of your data. Okay, so this is my tenant ID information, and see subscription ID, and subscription e to something, and which is going to uh, give the billing information and all. Okay, so similar kind of thing which we can able to see, this one see in 7 and all, right? This is somewhat we can able to see. So now how we are going to deploy now? Okay, so first you need to deploy uh, one resource group here. Okay, so I already deployed the resource group here. Okay, so if you want to deploy the resource group, simple, what you need to do, okay, just control L. Okay, so just do the control L. First step is, since you already logged in, uh, agent, the code which you need to take this, new agent resource group. Okay, just I'm navigating the same thing. Just type and expand this one, which is going to work. Okay, or else you can copy paste it. Azure Resource Group. Just type RES, okay, so which is going to give resource group. Okay, so space name, provide the name. SQL RG we are going to provide. Okay, hyphen location is equal to East US space Verbose. Simple commands, boss. Okay, this first time you will feel some difficulty, but so only three commands you are going to deploy. Okay, so I'm going to deploy SQL RG with East US location. Just press on this one. So what it is going to do? Performing operation. So what it is done? SQL RG East US succeeded. Okay, so just go and see, refresh here. Okay, I'm going to refreshing now. You will able to see the resource group. First resource group we need to deploy. See here, SQL RG got deployed in the East US location. Okay, right. Next, what we are going to do? You are going to deploy this one. You are going to deploy this one into the complete database server. So there is one database server you can see as of now. Let's just go to this one. We did by using of the manual pattern, right? So you did in a GUI method. Okay. So you did GUI method, you have the database. Now we are not doing anything. Okay, including resource group, we are doing by using of PowerShell with the help of this, Visual Studio Code. Okay. So for this, what you need to do, just test. Okay. And hyphen AZ, press RE, resource group deployment. Type RES resource. Yes, it is already coming. AZ resource group deployment. Okay. And resource group name. If you can see this code, okay, so which is going to give this, AZ resource group name, you have to give resource group name. And I'm going to give this hyphen resource group name. Hyphen resource, yeah, hyphen resource group name. What is the resource group name? You have SQL RG. Okay, SQL RG and hyphen template file. Okay, template parameter file. Just type it here. Template parameter file. Okay, space. Which location this is actually? C colon slash. Okay, so what is that folder name that is located? Bus uh, exported template file, right? Just type E and tab. Okay, yeah, you navigated directly that one. Okay, just T template file, template.json file, space dot template.parameter file, template.parameter file, right? Just template.object parameter file we have. Template file and parameter file. Okay, so Yes, template object parameter file it should. Just hold a minute. I'll just take this command. Export from the parameter files. Okay. Yes. Now we can able to see sometimes it is not going to fetch. Okay, we just need to write manually. Okay. So test the resource group deployment, resource group name. Okay, so template file we have, the path location we have given, and a template parameter file, the path location we have given, type Verbose. Okay. Okay, you can test this one only, which is not going to show. And we just template parameter file dot export. Okay, let's see use this one only. Okay, so test RG resource group deployment resource group name. We have already resource group with us. Okay, we have already resource group with us. Oh, resource group name is dev SQL RG1. Okay, resource group name is dev SQL RG1. Okay, template parameter file and all. Okay, so why it is not fetching? Because of already this is being used. Okay, that's what it is not fetching. Okay, no issue.
The parameter name also, I think,
No, 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 no.
pending.
No, no. Actually, what happened? I am already being used this one. Okay, already in
Oh,
the code I'm using. That's what it is not fetching. Same file, if you're fetching from the different things, it is not work, right? That's what. Okay. Now I got it. No problem. We'll do lot more resources, right? The same pattern. Okay. So test the resource group name, resource template file, and parameter file verbose. So just let's validate this one. Okay, which is going to give the validation. Okay. Yeah. So the template is validated till not deployed anything. Okay. If you can see and go in this resource group, okay, nothing got deployed. If you go this one, okay, if you go this one, you already deployed by using of manually. That's what you have two resources here. One is server, one is the database. But this resource group, you don't have anything. Okay. But still this one also you deployed by using of the command only. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now, just up arrow instead of tester. Okay. Just mention the new one only. Okay. Instead of the test, you just go and mention that new one only, which is going to deploy bus. Okay. Yeah. Right. So what I'm going to do now, complete this code. I'm going to executing now. Okay. So you can see in a resource group and whether this got